As I have said it before, the psychopathic group has been mixing truth with lies. And they're doing it on purpose. It's a covert manipulation tactic. From the outside, no one would notice. But if you're the target, you will feel it deeply. You see, the blending of truth and falsehood makes their narrative more convincing to the public. And when your own abusers speak fragments of truth about your situation, it cuts even deeper. Because they're mocking you with it, knowing you cannot prove anything. Their tactics are designed to stay hidden, and that secrecy and invisibility becomes their power, and they believe no one will believe you, and that you'll just look unstable or paranoid for trying to explain it. And that is exactly how covert abusers work, especially those obsessed with maintaining a fake image, or worse, borrowed image, like covert narcissists. So through my intuition, I have been collecting videos from this group, clips where they unknowingly tell pieces of the truth about what's going on in my life and what they're doing. So I will compile and break it all down soon. But for now, let me share just a few patterns of what's happening straight from their own mouths. Today, I will show you one truth of what's happening right now, and that is someone saying that they cannot beat you alone. So they are teaming up physically and spiritually, trying to sneak attack you. Abusers, whether that's a narcissist, psychopath, abusers generally thrive on confusion. In relationships with covert narcissists in particular, you constantly feel like you're walking on eggshells. One moment they're kind, the next they're cold, gaslighting you, playing mind games, and that is how they are being emotionally abusive towards you, or putting you in a third-party competition. That's abuse. So this emotional inconsistency creates cognitive dissonance, two opposing realities in your mind that leave you stuck and disoriented. So you cling to the good side that they occasionally show, even as you're suffering under their abuse. And that is how they trap you. And it takes great strength and conviction to get out of relationships like this, because best believe you will be fighting with yourself, blaming yourself as they blame you. The same dynamic applies when dealing with a toxic group of narcissists who cannot stop blaming me. So these manipulative karmic tarot readers might seem supportive one day with readings that resonate with your truths, then turn around and launch a subtle character assassination the next. Take one example. A certain tarot reader recently gave a reading about an arrogant, fake person who mistreats their partner and is surrounded by deceitful people. So if this is not addressed, how would I know that this is for me, right? Simply because this aligns with the smear campaigns against me. And this isn't random. It is not because I am paranoid, schizophrenic, triggered, karmic, like they claim me to be. It is a pattern for me, measurable, a hint, and seems repetitive with all the readings they have done before to target me. So let me be clear. I don't walk around thinking I'm better than everyone. But after being attacked for years for a small person like me, and seeing those patterns that they were embodying an essence that is not theirs, I am obviously a threat. So if you're someone who spends your time gang stalking, you have already placed yourself beneath. And I'm not better because I'm arrogant. I'm better because I'm not an idiot like you.